In this module, we're going to be looking at the characteristics of goals and the importance of goal setting. To start off, we're going to look at the different levels of goal setting, and we're going to apply this to teaching a second additional language in the classroom. And when looking at CAPS, for a second additional language, there are two main goals that stand out. The first goal is basic interpersonal communicative skills. And these are the language skills needed by the learners to interact in social situations. It is a face-to-face communication, and it's much like the language first used by toddlers in everyday social interactions. So being able to greet, saying please and thank you, I need help, can I go to the bathroom, what is your name? Those are all examples of basic interpersonal communicative skills. The second outcome or aim that CAPS states is communicative language teaching, and this is more of a goal for the teachers. And communicative language teaching is an approach used when teaching a second or any additional language, and it emphasizes interaction. Interaction is the way that you teach, so much learning done by the learners is through interaction, and it's also the goal. So at the end of teaching a second additional language, the main goal is that learners can interact on a social and communicative level. So that's determining your long-term vision, and that comes from CAPS. Now, in order to achieve these long-term goals, you need to sit down and plan many smaller individual goals, and they are more short-term. They can be weekly goals, monthly goals, termly goals, but the point is that they are short-term and they build up to achieve your long-term goals. Next, we're going to look at some key elements to consider when setting your goals. And a good theory to follow is the SMART theory. The S stands for specific. So when you are determining your goals, you need to make sure that they are well defined and clear. Okay, you must really try and define your goal as much as possible. State exactly what you want to accomplish, when you want to accomplish it by, who needs to be involved, where it needs to be done, why you're doing it. Really give as many specifics as possible. The next element is measurable. And here you want to make sure that you are able to track the progress of your goal. Are you on the right track to achieving your goal? Is there some way that you are able to measure your goal? Can you measure your progress while achieving your goal? And are you able to measure at the end to determine if you've achieved your goal? So somewhere along the line, you need to be able to gain feedback on your progress. The next element is achievable. And here you need to make sure that your goals are attainable, that it is possible for the learners to achieve the goals that you are setting for them. The R stands for realistic. And here you need to make sure that you have the resources, knowledge, and time to actually achieve this goal. It's a realistic goal, and it's possible for the learners to achieve it, and it's possible for you to teach the skills given your resources, your knowledge, and your time. And then the last element is timely. And here you need to decide on a time limit on achieving your goal. Because when you put a time or a limit on when you would like to achieve your goal by, then you start to establish a sense of urgency and motivation to achieve your goal. I want to leave you with a quote by Zig Ziglar. If you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. So please remember that setting a goal expresses the place in which you want to get, where you would like your learners to be. And with that endpoint in mind, you're then able to evaluate what you're trying to do and how you are progressing. Without a specific goal, how do you know if you have managed to get there? And that is the whole point of having a goal, to know how close you are to achieving it.